Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Just a quick epistle, man, on endurance. I mean, speaking for myself, even this being our new year, the time of our Feast of Unleavened Bread, I can just honestly say with a true the spirit of truth, man, I'm pretty tired from the perils of this life. You know what I mean? You know, it's a blessing to be able to come back to the Lord to the best of our ability. It's a blessing to wake up another day and serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah to the best of our ability. But we're still in this flesh, and I'm just having one of those vexation moments, if you will, man, where you just vexed about a lot of things. You started just desiring that kingdom, man, you know, just hastening the day Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, hastening the day that the wicked get punished, and especially hastening the day Lord willing we receive mercy from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and to receive those new glorified perfected bodies, man. All right, well, we'll get straight into this. This is Romans 8 in verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation? We got to remember that the great tribulation is coming, and there's going to be a lot of it. All right, for everyone involved on the earth, man, there'll be some type of tribulation that we're going to have to go through. All right, distress, persecution, that's a huge one that goes right along with that tribulation, man. We've been taught through the spirit that if you serve Yahweh Shai, then the world's going to hate you. All right, so we do understand about the coming persecution of the saints of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You got famine, nakedness, peril, or sword. All right. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. And of course, you know, the scriptures, you know, teach us that that we the prophets, you know, men of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know, they didn't love their lives unto death, and we're coming in that same spirit. Lord, no, through the spirit I am, you know, I'm really not happy of overall living in this captivity, man. You know, I'm not happy at all being surrounded by 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They're oppressive, you know, especially the women, vain, and just downright wicked, man. You know, most of them. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter, man. So, you know, we're just coming in that humble lot, man, of having to endure, sacrifice, suffer, because we know that the servant is not greater than the master. Remember what Malak Yahweh Shai had to go through. You think, and I have to say that to myself, like, Yahweh Shai knows, you know what I mean? Because he was actually here. So he knows how the Israelites are. He knows how those other wicked nations are, and especially you know, our women. You know what I mean? The Lord saw it firsthand, man, and he spoke on these things, man. But here we find ourselves, you know, the water Yahweh Shah waking up another day, and it's a joyous thing because we do get to, you know, put forth decent effort, put some work in for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Other than that, it sucks having to wake up in Babylon the Great. There's nothing for us, you know, other than, you know, the work, the brotherhood, things like that pertain to the spirit. But when it comes to like carnality and enjoying the earth and the world, we don't really have that luxury, man. And it's for us, it's a hard pill to swallow day by day by day by day, especially when you watch, you know, the spring and the summer come and you see all of your people just enjoying life, eating, drinking, giving into marriage like the Lord said they would be doing. A lot of my cousins are getting married. I'm still without a decent helpmeet, you know. So all these things will start to vex you out, you know, and you start to get pissed, you know, you start to get pissed at your people. Start to ask questions, you know, to Yahweh Shema Shah, how long, you know, why? And make no mistake about it. We've grew, all of us collectively, you know, with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you know, through the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. So, I mean, these aren't vain questions. We understand the process. We do understand that we have to suffer. We do understand we can't have it all right now. Still doesn't negate the fact that it hurts, man. You know what I mean? And some days are better than others. Some days it could be damn near decent up in Babylon the Great, and I'm sure every brother could agree. Sometimes you just had these relaxed, chill, the people that you've encountered, everybody just chill, your people speaking, everybody got a good chill spirit on them. And then other days you think you one step above the grave. You know what I mean? We're just one step above the grave most days, man. And it's vexing. But the whole point of this epistle was just to keep that spirit of endurance, man. The Lord never said this was going to be easy. He did mention that his laws weren't grievous, to the point that we wouldn't be able to keep them. So we're able to, keep these laws enough to please Yahweh Hashem and Yahweh Shai, man. But, other than that, man, hey, this ain't no cakewalk, and it's a daily thing. It's a daily thing. That's why, again, it says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long, just suffering, for Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Lord willing, prophecy takes place this year. It'll help us all out mentally. I know that, because we're dying. You understand me? Literally waiting on prophecy, waiting on Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai to do something, waiting on him to punish these people, waiting for these miracles, waiting for the wars to pop off while suffering. And again, man, it's so difficult because a lot of us, and the apostles mention this all the time about having a simple life. They've mentioned that they live pretty simple lives, and I'm sure every brother, for the most part, have relatively simple lives. Again, there are some brothers that are married with children. That's a little bit more complex than the brothers that are by themselves with no help meet unto them. We live pretty simple, boring ass lives, man, and it starts to get to you. It'll start to get to you. And if the Lord willing, it could be spirits plaguing your mind, giving you the spirit of depression and anxiety and things like that. And we want to stay away from that as much as possible. I think there is a need for that type of feeling. But if it gets to the point where it's affecting, your work, your spirituality, even if it starts to affect your physical body, you gotta fix it. Right now I'm being visited by the Lord, nothing major, just a little chastisement, to clean me up. And it's vexing, all these issues with my car, being that I live a simple life. I don't do too much, and I don't really drive my vehicle a lot, but year after year, I just have all these issues with my freaking car. And it's just vexing, bro. And the reason why I'm like that is, again, I don't do a lot, as it relates to the world, as it relates to recreation and things. Hell, sometimes I'd be so depressed, man, I won't even get in my car and go to the park. I mean, it's been cold lately, so I haven't really been getting out like that. But you know what I mean? Now I can't even go nowhere right now with these issues, that the Lord brought upon me. That's fine. It's all about enduring, though. The Lord said he chastens, those who he loves, slightly paraphrasing. So in a way, I look at it as a good thing. That means, okay, the Lord, he trying to, because, I still got some issues, that I deal with. And I just look at it like that. But at the same time, it affects you on out, man. It affects you on out. Let me bring out these precepts. Let's see. Romans 8. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 13 and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. All right. So we got to remember this, man. This is what's awaiting for us is if we keep the spirit of endurance, if we finish the course. Eventually here pretty soon, the Lord is going to make an example out of the righteous, and he's also going to make an example out of the wicked. Lord willing, we be on the right side of things, and the Lord makes us men that believe and call upon him and have real faith through the Spirit, Lord willing, he makes us, liken unto fine gold. As far as the rest of the earth is going to look at us, that'll be uh other men, women, and children will all see that fine gold, all right, which is a man of the Lord, a man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Just got to remember, because we're at the end of this thing. We're at a certain point now, and we all feel through the Spirit something big is coming. We speak prophecy daily, all right. We're watching on our watchtowers daily, seeing these things, all right, still hearing wars and rumors of wars, all right. We're hearing, plagues and rumors of plagues. A brother just did a video about cicadas invading invading Babylon the Great. Man, isn't the first time it's happened. A few years ago, what were they, grasshoppers or locusts or something like that? It looked biblical. So I mean, all these things are taken into consideration concerning, hey, is this the last days? Are we at the end of it? And I mean, through the Spirit, we do feel like we're at a certain point right now. Lord willing, things start to crank up, man, because this race ain't no joke. You know what I mean? And you try to keep your integrity, try to keep your spirits high. It's just some days are better than others, man. Some seasons may be harder than others. You may be in a season where you're having to sacrifice more. You're having to endure more, right? You're having to be isolated more, and then you might have a season where it's the exact opposite. You might have a season where you're dealing with a woman or multiple women, for a season, all right? And you're getting your rocks off, and, you got, you're getting decent help from them. They're cooking and helping you clean and things like that. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord is balanced, man. And I can testify that there's been seasons I haven't had a woman. And there's been times that I've had, the Lord has let me deal with multiple women and during the same season. So we just got to remember that dealing with Yahweh Shema Haushad, it's not easy. We're gonna have bad things happen to us. It's a hard pill to swallow, but we have to endure. That's the whole point. Us as men, first and foremost, being soldiers, all that stuff, it's all a part of it. No one says it's easy. That's why we pray and we try to stay humble so that the Lord will have mercy upon us, so that the Lord will not bring anything upon us that we can't handle, that we won't be able to bear. I mean, the Lord already said he wouldn't, but sometimes you'll think it's getting to that point, man, and especially when you don't have a life. None of us brothers, except for the brothers that got families, you know what I mean? And that's a blessing. We'll see how that works out. But we have a lot going on, man. We don't have quote unquote traditional families, or we got, good children and with a wife. And I mean, we just trying to get in where we fit in at this point, man. And it's getting old. I'll be honest, it's getting old, operator level, not, forgetting our punishment, not forgetting the wrath of Yahweh Shema Hawashah placed upon us for our disobedience, but just operator level, being that we're operators, in these bodies, having this experience. It's getting old. It's getting old, and so are we. We're aging, and we gotta go ahead and finish this work, man. Keep on pushing, so that the Lord will be satisfied. This work can go out to everyone that it needs to go out to, and we can go ahead and get out of here, man, and get to the next phase of this thing. And we do know, again, about endurance, the next phase of the Lord's plan is gonna get very crazy. It's gonna get a little hectic out here for everybody, even the ones that fear Yahweh by Shema Hawashai. And through the Spirit, man, mentally, spiritually, we're prepared. Thus saith Yahweh by Shema Hawashai. Since that first day that we put our hand to the plow, since the first day, night that we received, that gift of faith, we already had the victory. You know what I mean? It's already written, man. We just had to come back. It had to manifest. We had to fill our lots, man. But Lord willing, we endure to the end, man, because that's what it's about, enduring to the end, and we'll be saved, man. We'll see. Let me see. So many precepts, but let me see. Let's go to Hosea. Hosea 5:15. I will go and return to my place, speaking about Malaki Hawashah till they acknowledge their offense. And guess what? We're doing that now through the Spirit, acknowledging our offense, acknowledging that we went off. And for us to make that acknowledgement, we had to be woken up. We had to remember who our God is, who our power is, who his son is, and who we are as a nation. And the Lord revealed that, through certain men, through the process of time. All right, now we're acknowledging our offense and seeking Yahweh Shem Hawashah's face. In their affliction, they will seek me early. And that's going into the first fruits. All right, Yahweh being the first of the first fruits. Lord willing, we come in a lot of being fruits under Yahweh. If you can receive what I'm talking about. All right. And again, we're being afflicted daily. So it's causing us to cry out, to seek Yahweh Shem Hawashah. All right, to strive to be righteous, to come out of that old wicked way, that we were in, all the crap, and especially the petty little stuff like eating abominable stuff, shrimp. Like, could we at least stop eating shrimp, Israel? Israel don't even want to do that. So many, delicious meats, but they'll take the abominable things and call it exotic, just stupid. Especially the woman. She'll be at a so-called 5-star restaurant. That's what Eve loves so much, with just this small portion of food that they get off the same U.S. food truck and have a plate full of abomination and swear she doing something exotic, right? Taking pictures, videos, all at the restaurant, that little plate of food. We could have stayed at home and cooked a way better meal than this little crap. But you can't tell our people nothing. They're sottish. The Lord taught us that. Stupid. That goes for the men and the women. They're both in the same boat at this point, man. And again, it's vexing. Because here we are serving the Lord. You think any of these idiots, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Hawashah, mind you think any of these idiots, these 2/3 idiots of our nation, were observing the Passover when we were observing the Passover? Very, very seriously, very privately. Look at those other Israelite groups. I don't have much to say. It's above my pay grade, to be speaking on those men like that, because the apostles speak about them a lot. They know those men, that they came up with those men that are the heads of those other camps. But I see it. I see how they treat the Lord's Passover, like it's a fashion show, a concert, etc., etc. I'm just making a point. I don't know, what the Lord gonna do with us or them. Okay. We just know through the spirit, it seems like, you know what I mean? You can bet your bottom dollar the majority, all right, of the nation of Israel wasn't observing that Passover and keeping it, solemn, all right, keeping it serious, let alone observing it, period. A lot of our people are about to, observe so-called Easter, all right, these pagan holidays. They're about to do that. They're about to get suited and booted for that so-called Easter Sunday. A lot of women of our nation are about to, hit the store, paint up some eggs and put them in the grass. All right. In the name of children, right? In the name of making the children happy. And we've talked about this time and time again. The freaking eggs and bunnies have absolutely nothing to do with Yahweh Shem Hawashah. Why do y'all keep doing it, ladies? And they know this. They know it. They can't show us anywhere, in the Bible where the Lord commanded us to do these things. But in the name of pleasing the children, in the name of pleasing the woman, all right, look at the state of our men. All right, we'll put up with that because of some box. That's what it really is, man. Because it's crazy. But that's why the scriptures taught us, man, women, what is it? Women rule over us and women and children oppress us, or vice versa, or a combination of the two. All right. That's exactly what the Lord is talking about, In the name of keeping a woman happy, we were, all right, 2/3 still doing that. We were willing to sacrifice our salvation in order to please a woman. That's how we got in this position in the first place. Going back to Adam and Eve, trying to please this woman, listening to her. Look at, the time that King Solomon was reigning, and all the women that he had and all the substance that he had. And man, it's a mess. All right. It's a mess. And you see what women do, man. All right. And like if you know, you know, women will bring down kingdoms and nations. You understand? Wicked women, should I say. Let me clarify that. All praises to Yahweh Shema Shai for that remnant of repenting women. All right. Cause we all done messed up. They ain't perfect. The ones that do have the spirit of the Lord upon them, they ain't perfect. But all praises to the Lord for putting the spirit of repentance upon certain women. Cause everyone else, you know, they're not gonna make it. The majority of the women of the nation of Israel, and it's the will of the Lord. I'm not gonna, you know, lose a wink of sleep about it. I'm too worried about, you know, myself, my household, and starting with that household, it'll be my spiritual brothers. You know, that's what I care about first and foremost. And then, you know, my actual household or whatever I got going on, you know, my child and all that, man. But, you know, we got to bear our own cross, man. All right. And we're trying to do that through the spirit and power. Yahweh Shema Shai, staying motivated, you know, enduring. And it's just, you just have your days, man. You just have your days, you have your weeks, you have your months, man. But overall, we want to, you know, remain balanced and, you know, remain steady. You could overdo it. All right. Now that's not going into serving the Lord, because we know truly we could never do enough for Yahweh Shema Shai. But the Lord still deals with balance. You know, you got to have some type of balance. If you're just not speak, you know, for myself, first and foremost, being that I don't have a life, really, I find myself really, you know, just like you brothers, wake up. What's the first thing we do when we wake up? To probably thank the Lord for waking us up, the water Yahweh Shema Shai, and it's straight, you know, to our news sources, right? It's straight to our epistles, you know, devices. We either putting out epistles or we're listening to news or other brothers' lessons, man. That's what we do all day, every day. All day, every day. It's all we do. All day, every day, like for the most part. And I'm just saying, if you don't have anything, my brother, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy. So you just gotta be back. Like I said, if it's nothing, I ain't talking about partying and just wilding out, but whatever it is that you can find, you know, to keep you balanced, may the Lord bless us all. You know, speaking for myself first and foremost, I need to be balanced, man, or else I'm gonna go crazy. You know, day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. And again, that's on top of not having a life. It would be different. See, we don't mind serving the Lord at all. We do, however, mind having to serve the Lord in our captivity, because we can't do it the way it's meant to be done. When we observing these high holy days, these holy days, we can't do it the way it's supposed to be done in our perfection. So we want to go off and serve Yahweh Shema Shai. Make no mistake about it. We are servants, you know, to Yahweh Shema Shai. Don't even have a problem with that at all, being a servant. None of us. We just want to serve him, you know, perfectly. We want to be perfected. You know, I don't want to pray, you know, and my breath all crazy in the morning. I want to receive a new body where my breath is never crazy. You know what I mean? Like that stuff will keep you humble. Like, who am I but just a aging, dirty man? Like, and I mean, that's the nature of man. That's why he created us, you know, to have these imperfections, man. The body's a breakdown on you. If you don't take care of it, it'll rot. You know what I mean? We gotta get out of these bodies. Like, seriously, they're breaking down, you know, and that's its own vexation. The body, all right, this actual, you know, this vessel here, it is breaking down. And that, and no matter what we can do, man, we try to eat and do herbs, and the Lord be with us. Make no mistake about it. Don't get it twisted. The Lord be with us, you know, eating right and, you know, exercising and things like that. It's never gonna be enough though, you know, to keep us alive and well and ticking. It's really the spirit and will of the Lord, you know, whether we get sick or not. But, you know, overall, everybody, you know, over the age of 25 is feeling the pain of aging, man. You know what I mean? And that's not a good thing. That's a vexation, which is why we hasten the day of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. Let's see what we got. I got so many precepts, but on endurance. But Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. This is going into this tribulation that we keep prophesying, that we keep referring to and speaking about. All right, the great tribulation, Jacob's trouble, this time and period upon the earth where the love of many is going to wax cold. Hey, going back to endurance, this is something that we have to receive and understand, that the love of many is going to wax cold. Went into this in a couple of lessons before about your family may not make it. We hope that we make it. We don't know. So definitely how much more we don't know if they gonna make it. If we're doing things to make our calling and election sure, they're sure as hell not. You know what I mean? So if we saying we'll barely make it and we're trying, striving to serve the Lord, what you think, you know, but that many is it will affect your household. That starts with your spouse. If you got other people in there living with you, granny, a friend of the family, what have you, your children. All right, say if the Lord not with them, bro, that love that your family once exhibited, it's gonna go out the window, man, especially when everything has unfolded upon the earth. The famine, people can't get food. That is keeping a lot of people stable right now. You understand me? The ability to put substance in their body, whether it's high quality calories or low quality calories, long as most of these people can stuff their mouth, they're fine. You just wait till the famine hits, however the Lord's gonna bring it, man. All right, it being a time upon the earth where food is not readily available, and we know how readily available food is here in Babylon the Great. It's a few button clicks away with the cell phones, from deliveries to the new with all that Uber Eats and all that stuff. It'll come to your front door. Hell, and it got to the point now you get alcohol delivered, and it's in places that weed is legal. Hell, I think you could get weed if if that's what you do, uh, you know, delivered. So you see how comfortable people are, man. You just wait till the Lord starts to remove the comfort, man. Speak about this all the time, going back to the so-called pandemic, man. Same thing. We saw people act a certain way. Then when pressure was applied and resources were low, look at what they did, man. Same Black Friday spirit. All right, then got together almost in unruly mobs and cleaned out the stores, man, especially when it came to the toilet paper. All right, how much more? And matter of fact, look at so-called Black Friday, how people behave in the name of, and this is supposed to be a time, let them tell it, it's supposed to be a time of giving and love and family. But come the day after so-called that pagan ass Thanksgiving, people, especially in the 90s, you know what I mean, this stuff then died down now because of online shopping. People ain't going crazy no more, plus people ain't got money like that, but in the 90s, early 2000s, oh, it was Tickle Me Elmo. Oh man, during that era, oh man, they was going crazy to get coming to blows, man, in the name of folly. So the love of many waxing cold. You just wait, bro, till food becomes an issue, man, and then all these other issues arise, man. All right, everything's just gonna start coming up. The infidelity, all right, for there's a lot of adultery been going on. All this stuff gonna be brought to the light. It's gonna be a lot of issues. We saw this stuff happen during the so-called pandemic. Domestic violence went sky high. For you guys that don't know, the domestic violence just isn't between a man and a woman. It could be anybody in your household. All right. Domestic violence went sky high during that time because tensions were high. It's all cool. What? Peace and safety, peace and safety. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction, it's finna fall upon their heads, man. All right. So we just got to remember that, and remember to endure, stay strong, utilize what we've been, taught, praying, fasting, fellowshipping with brothers, doing lessons. All these things help our spirit out, because if we don't, it's going to start to weigh us down, and we're going to not perform as well. We're all trying, and I can speak for you brothers as well, individually and collectively, but individually, we're all trying to please our Father and our big brother. We want them to be proud of us individually. Everybody know that. Whatever a brother do, we want to be rewarded. We want the Lord to acknowledge us at some point. We want the Lord to, pardon us, all these things, reward us, if I said it already. Um, So I mean, it's very serious, man. We're because we're sons, man. We're sons of Yahweh, Lord willing. Servants of Yahweh Shai, brothers of Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, and we want to impress them. So we try to endure. We try to do all those things that I mentioned, praying, being with the brothers, going to camp, etc., etc. All this work, and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. Putting away that old man, those things that we were doing, we were in the world. We came out of that through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Hawashai. Still a couple of things, certain brothers deal with, but it ain't nothing compared to like how we were when we were in the world. Do say that 3 times. All right. Just gotta remember, man, cause again, bro, like, woo, that chastisement, that judgment, oh man, it could wear you down, man, because the Lord, he be honest, man. I mentioned that before. It seems like we can't get away with doing nothing, as the sons, and that's a good thing, though. It's a good thing, trust me. It seems like the Lord, for lack of a better word, picking on you. It seems like he bullying you sometimes, man. Like, why me? Why me? Why me? Why all that? And I'm definitely like that when it comes to women. I see so many suckers. You understand me? So many suckers, so many effeminate men with otherwise gorgeous women of all different type of nations, sucker niggas. Then you got what they call the Pookies and Ray Rays. They always pulling, and it can be vexing for you not to have a decent woman that you find decent. The Lord gonna let you deal now. But it may not be who you want to deal with, per se. But I can't stand it. It vexes me out to the core. All right, watching weirdo guys, man. Man, I seen I wish I'm gonna have to bring it out. I saw a clip with this dude. He didn't even have no jaw. The Lord, we already know where sickness and things like that come from. Yahweh Shema Hawashai, a little person, so-called midget, all these things are from Yahweh Shema Hawashai. How you know that, and you will have to receive reincarnation to understand that. But these people who have these ailments and things like that, no limbs, you may be born with just a torso, like that guy, he didn't even have a jaw. All right. And man, he had him a dime. She was with him and taking care of him, and that shit will vex you out, because here we are, and we ask the Lord for help me, because we ain't trying to just get our rocks off. And I always say that during my prayer, the reason why. I always give reasons why I think I deserve something through the Spirit. And my whole thing was put Eve to work. If we're and that's my prayer to the Father, by Hashem Hawashai. If we're doing what we're supposed to do to the best of our ability, we're working. That's to say we're working. Well, Eve needs to be working too. Not finna get out here doing this by ourselves, and then the tribulation come, and all of a sudden a bunch of bitches just pop up out of nowhere and expect us to take away reproach. Where y'all been at? That's how I feel. That's just me. You know what I mean? And that's why I kind of like hope that I get, at least one, and I'm gonna put her in charge of the rest of them. If it come to pass, yeah, you right. I give me a decent. I got some I'm dealing with now. I don't trust her though, but the Lord bless me with that. You best believe. Hey, I'm putting her in charge of the rest of the gals, man. For Jacob's trouble. Well, that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day, man. The women coming back, but it's just like I say. The whole point was it being a vexation. You know what I mean? For the Lord because He's in control of everything. He's in control of their relationships. He's in control of the lack of ours. So us knowing that it'll make us jealous as sons, because we through our spirit we're like, who are these guys? Who are these guys? If we believe that we're the sons, who the hell is this nigga to have a dime piece, and for us, most of us, to have nothing? Oh, it'll vex you out. It'll vex you out. All right, but hey man, this I'm endurance, man. Enduring, man. We just gotta remember. And sometimes it do be funny, man. When you look back at the things you've been through, things that you're going through, and then you remember your how about Shema Shai, remember the power, and it's all kind of funny, because, and the reason why, because we believe through faith, it's all gonna be given back to us. You know what I mean? That's easier said than lived through. Okay. But we do believe whatever we have lost, sacrifice on this side, we're gonna get 100-fold. That's what the Lord said, for that sacrifice. So that, I'll leave it at that, man. Remembering what the Lord said, man, about, enduring to the end. All right. And we're going to receive a great reward, man. So, endure that chastisement, as a good soldier, as a good son, man. And Lord willing, man, he let up on us. If you know what I mean, Lord willing, we're doing things to please him, and his wrath towards us, starts to dissipate. You know what I mean? And it goes towards them two them weirdo dudes I'm talking about with the dime pieces. But other than that, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem and Hawashai. Until next time, Shalom.